Give me a minute. I'm out of breath. It has been so exciting to see all these camera crews and journalists here in Washington, outside RNC headquarters, where Donald Trump and Paul Ryan were getting together. Live cable coverage, instant punditry, round the clock, saturation. And for what? A brief meeting between Donald Trump and Paul Ryan that anyone could have predicted resolved just about nothing. But the press just loves this stuff. Look, both guys had signaled in advance that this was going to be a half-hour meeting. They weren't going to hash out their policy differences. It was almost like a getting to know you session, after which you could have predicted, hey, I did, that they would make nice-sounding statements and be encouraged and all of that. In fact, there was a joint communique. This is like a State Department press release. Very encouraging. Yes, we have few differences, but we have so much common ground. And something about a first step toward unification. You would think it was the negotiations to bring West Germany and East Germany together. In reality, there's an important underlying story here, and there's been some good journalism about that, and that is that Paul Ryan represents a very different wing of the Republican Party than does Donald Trump. Paul Ryan, who's well known and pretty well liked and respected by the Beltway press corps, is seen as a serious policy guy who's basically devoted his career to shrinking government, shrinking entitlements, immigration reform, free trade, a whole bunch of things that Trump doesn't agree with at all. But Trump won the nomination just about, and therefore it is sort of his party. So both men have an interest in papering over their differences. That's what politicians do. So it's just so striking. I mean, we can explore whether Trump actually needs Paul Ryan. Here's a guy who's basically ran his campaign against the GOP establishment, against politics as usual, certainly against media as usual. And they have, in one way or another, have to make their peace with him. On the other hand, the idea that they're going to come together and just merge their agendas, well, it doesn't work that way. And there are still a lot of bruised feelings. Now, you do see Donald Trump, and there has been some good reporting on this, starting to soften his positions on a couple of things. Take, for example, the proposed temporary ban on Muslim immigrants. Well, now he says we'll have a commission and Rudy Giuliani will head it, and maybe we'll look at it and it will be briefer or more limited. I mean, this is what every presidential candidate does. When you head into a general election, you pivot toward the center. So there's important things going on here beneath the surface. But all of this hoopla and media frenzy over a meeting and standing outside and speculating what's going on inside, I didn't find it very edifying. We'll take some reporting to find out what actually happened, but I think it's pretty clear. These two guys got together and said, look, we can't be enemies, so let's try to be friends, but no endorsement was expected, but it certainly became the melodrama of the week for the Beltway press corps.